Tomorrow night, we are going to see a boxing match, which is going to be Floyd Mayweather going into the ring against an unnamed opponent. And I cannot believe how much hype this fight is not getting. If you think just a few months ago, Floyd Mayweather got into the ring against Manny Pacquiao and delivered 3.2 million buys around the country. And here we are, Floyd Mayweather coming in, having a fight to make his career go 49-0. And there's no press about this. And it's just, I can't believe it. The guy that he's fighting, Berto, is probably the least known boxer inside of the world. This guy comes in and with his last 5 fights, losing more fights than he's won, and is a knockout machine. Basically, this fight, a lot of people are saying, is being chosen so Floyd Mayweather can end his boxing career at 49-0, tying the mark of Rocky Marciano. But honestly, in my mind, there's almost more talk about what Floyd Mayweather is going to do next than there is with this fight. Lots of talks coming out that basically Floyd Mayweather is going to sign a 3-fight deal with CBS. Where he would have 3 fights coming up. Maybe one of those would be against past opponents that we've seen him fight before, whether it's Manny Pacquiao, Sal Alvarez, Miguel Cotto. All of these names are being popped up into there, but tomorrow's big fight is more than likely just somebody going in to get massacred. And Mayweather isn't really known as being a knockout machine. He has knocked out some guys in the past, but he hasn't really had a knockout in, I believe, 3 years. And he hasn't had a technical knockout, I believe, since 2007. He's more of a defensive fighter, probably one of the best defensive fighters that we've ever seen inside of a boxing ring. His name is worth more than his fights are. His fights are pretty much universally bashed as being boring. And I don't know. I'm honestly just really surprised that there's no press for this whole deal. They had their weigh-ins in Las Vegas today. They had a reasonable size house. Nothing really like what it was for the weigh-ins for the last UFC or even for the last Pacquiao versus Mayweather fights. But man, there is really nothing going on about this. Basically, Mayweather has beat all of the people that people have thought that he has a chance to go in there and fight against. Definitely, Manny Pacquiao is a name that people think that should get another shot. He did go into the last fight as being injured. Sal Alvarez is somebody that Mayweather beat, but definitely has gotten better since their bout. And Miguel Cotto is the guy that was also clearly beaten by Mayweather. But more than likely, Cotto is going to lose his next fight that he's already going to have against Sal Alvarez. So maybe that is what's going to push Sal Alvarez into contention to getting the number 50 fight for that. But I think everybody wants to see Mayweather versus Pacquiao. You see it for real? Will people be bummed that the last time they had to pay $100 for a fight that really wasn't even on the level? Pacquiao came into the fight injured. Basically, he asked for a shot of cortisone, and Mayweather's camp basically told him no, that he was not allowed to use it, even though word is coming out now, months later, that Floyd Mayweather, the night before the fight, received an IV, which would have been against the rules of that, against that fight. So, more news to build up against the lawsuit against Mayweather and the Pacquiao fight, where people are trying to get their money back and trying to get a refund for basically not letting the people know what kind of a fight they were paying for. Definitely news coming out of Pacquiao being injured after the fight definitely would have changed people's minds if they would have known before. But there's not really a ton to say about Berto versus Mayweather. It would be funny, and I think there's going to be a lot of people rooting for Berto to beat Mayweather. Maybe he just lands that one punch that knocks Mayweather down, and that's all we need, and a legend is born inside of wrestling, that somebody was trying to take the easy way out to get to 49-0. But you never know. That's boxing. Boom, boom, boom.